everybody. How are you doing today? Okay, so today we're going to be making something very special. It is carrot cake. Now, this recipe is special because number one, I have never tried it before, and secondly, it is not your regular carrot cake. You will see as we go along. Now, there's a story behind this carrot cake. Personally, and in my family, carrot cake is one of our favorite type of cake. The children love it, hubby loves it. We have it with ice cream or just have it, a slice or two once in a while. So I made a batch last week, and then I took a what would you call it, like an 8-inch size to my parents, and so mom made from it. She liked it, and then she says, "Oh, this carrot cake is really nice, but I want you to bake some carrot cake for me that does not have sugar." I'm like, okay, how do I bake cake without sugar, mom? It is cake, it has to have sugar. And then she makes it even harder and says, then you're not going to use oil or butter, you're going to use avocado. Okay, thanks, mom, for making it even more difficult. So when I got back home, I developed a recipe for my mom's carrot cake. I have baked with ingredients I am using, but I haven't used, substituted this much when baking. So let's see. I hope it turns out right. If it doesn't, it's my first time trying the recipe, and then let's see how it goes. It's going to be interesting. So I've incorporated most of the ingredients I know she loves, whether when cooking or baking or just having with tea and all of that. So hopefully it comes out right, and if it does, oh my god, that's going to be amazing, because now there's a new range of something for me to please the older people that don't like sugar, this, that. Okay, so let me show you the ingredients I'll be using shortly. Okay, so here are the ingredients I'll be using for my carrot cake. I have eggs, about 200 grams of eggs. Anyway, I have salt. I have sea salt, so it's not white. This is like a special kind of sea salt. I mean, I'm trying to impress mom here, guys. I'm trying to impress mom, so I'm using sea salt, about half teaspoon. I'm using some baking soda because I need a rising agent, and this will help. I am not using sugar. I'm using agave. Like I said, I'm trying to impress my mom, so this is about 100 grams of agave. Now, this is what agave looks like. You can use any brand you like. It's pretty more healthy than sugar. I have some cinnamon powder, about 2 teaspoons. I have some ginger, about a teaspoon of ginger powder here, and then I have mixed spice, about half teaspoon of mixed spice. Of course, no carrot cake without carrots, so I have about 200 grams of carrots here, diced, washed, and all of that stuff. So this is about 200 grams. You can shred it with your hand, hand grater. If you have an electronic one, perfect, you can use that as well to get this. I don't like it too small, so I have used the biggest side of my hand grater for that. Now I have a mixture of pecans and almonds here. This is about 70 grams. I think the pecans were about 30 grams while the almonds were 40 grams. Again, I have substituted another ingredient. Normally you add a bit of flour to carrot cake, but here I am going to be using some oat flour. Now, this is not, I didn't purchase this like this. This is the regular oat flour. I only milled it, I processed it to be a bit more refined. So I just grabbed I think this is quick oats. You can also use old-fashioned if you have, but this would not come together properly if you don't mill it to be smaller. since I'm baking a cake with it. So I've just grinded it. It looks more like flour. It's not too refined per se. I mean, it's not too fine, but it is okay. This is how I want it to be. And lastly, the star of the show is going to be the avocados. I'm going to mash this up. So this is avocado. This is an avocado. I think I'm using about 2 medium-sized avocados here. So I've just scooped out the flesh, and then I want to mash it down a bit because I'm going to be using it shortly, as we will see. So these are all my fantastic ingredients. Just mashing this down a bit. Get it to be fine. If this turns out right, which it will, wow, that would be amazing. I would have impressed mom. I'm trying to impress my mom. Okay, I think this is fine. I mean, the mixer is going to help us process it a bit more. Recipe is interesting because I've substituted the sugar for the agave nectar. I have substituted flour for oats flour. I have some nuts that I will be adding to my carrot cake, and I have substituted my butter with the avocado butter, so to say. So it's going to be delicious. And then I'm going to be adding a bit of vanilla extract to this as well. Okay, so let's bake. I'm just going to turn my camera so that you see what I will be doing. Into the mixer, into my lovely mixer, I'm going to first of all add the eggs. So I have my eggs, 200 grams of eggs here. I'm going to turn it into the mixer, put that in, and then I'm going to add my sweetener, which is this agave. I'm going to pour the whole lot in there, and so that's that. I'm going to mix this together first on very sort of low medium. I don't want it to be too quick. I just want everything to mix together nicely. Okay, let's increase the speed a bit, medium speed. I think this is all right for me. At this point, I want to add my avocado butter to it. I'm going to scrape everything you just added. This is the flesh of 2 avocados and eggs. So I'm going to scrape everything. I'm using a scraper. I'm going to get all the bits in there. I don't want to waste anything. Look how clean that made my bowl. So I'm adding all of that in there. And then I just want to mix it in a bit as well. So just to combine all of it, all of that good stuff. I'm just combining it, making sure it's, you know, all mixed in. You still have some lumpy bits because I just smashed it with a spoon, but that should do. All right, so that's fine. I'm good with that. Now let me take you back here to my oats flour. I'm going to add the salt, the sea salt that I kept aside. I want to add the baking powder. I'm going to add all the dry ingredients. I'm going to add the baking soda rather. Let's make sure that we have all the ingredients in. So I'm adding the baking soda. So I've added the baking soda. I will add the cinnamon. There's no particular order to this. You can add it together. You can add it one at a time. So this is the ginger, and I have the mixed spice here. And what I want to do is I just want to mix it together nicely first before I pour, or before I continue mixing. I just want to mix it. This is a small bowl, so you take care so that you don't spill your ingredients. I'm just mixing it in, get all incorporated nicely. So there, all mixed in, all nice and mixed. All right, so this is good. Now what I want to do at this point is I want to put, or I'm going to take it back to the mixer now. Avocado is there. We still have some lumpy bits, but it's going to be fine, trust me. But really try and process it. I think you should try and blend. I think I should have actually blended it, but it's okay. I have a teaspoon of vanilla in there. And then I want to add my carrots to the avo mix. I'm going to add my carrots. I'm going to add all the carrots now. Let's add all the carrots in to the mixer. This is a very simple prep, really. I think it's quite easy, quite simple, straight to the point, no voila prep. So I'm mixing that in there, and then I want to start adding my flour mix to it. So this is my oats flour. I'm just going to start putting it a little at a time. You can stop the mixer if you want, but I don't think that's necessary, so I'm not gonna do that. So I don't want to over mix this, so once I pour everything in there, I want to add my nuts, and I've just added all the nuts to this. So I've added the nuts and it's quite incorporated. I think I'm okay with this. I'm going to turn this off. I just want to, okay, I'm going to grab my scraper, the one that I use for my avocados. I just want to scrape down the milk beater to ensure that I don't have any yummy stuff on it. Okay, so now I have 2 pans here. I have lightly buttered my pan, and then I've added some flour just to coat it. That's it. And then I just want to put my mix in there. Oh my god, I do hope that this stuff comes out nice. Okay, so I'm just wrapping into the pan. I want to make a little for myself so that I can taste it. So that's why I have another pan, or else, or really otherwise, it would go into one pan. So I'm just going to make a little bit. I'm going to drop most into this place. Okay, so I'm just going to spread this to ensure that it is nicely spread. And then I am preheating my oven already to about 180 degrees. This is just a little bit for me to taste this cake, so I'm not particularly bothered about the size. Okay, so this is fine. I have this in the pan. It's going to rise like any other cake because I have added some rising agent to it, which is the bicarbonate of soda. Okay, so I'm going to transfer this into my oven, and I'm going to bake at 175 degrees. Let's see what comes out in about 20 minutes. If it's not done, when I look at it and it's not done, I will keep increasing the timing. Remember, we're baking this for the first time, so yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, so my carrot cake have been baking for about 30 minutes. This was just about baked for about 20 or even less because it's quite small. I mean, look at it, it's not that much, but this one I had to add about another 5 minutes, and it's done, it's ready. I'm quite impressed with the color because normally when I make my carrot cake, this is kind of like this light brownish color that it comes out as. So this is still quite hot, so I'm just going to put it aside now because I brought this out for about 10 minutes before this came out. This is much warmer. In terms of texture, it's a bit, together. But let's see how it looks. Let's see how it looks inside. Oh my god, that actually is impressive. Look at that. I thought it would be much harder, and it's quite fluffy. It's not too bad. I was thinking it would be really tough and all, but it's nice. Let me taste it. Look at the carrots. Oh my god. Aha, this is really good. It does have like I can definitely taste the avocado, but I think that's because it's also still very hot. I can taste the avo. It's not too sweet. Yeah, I can even still see like some bits of the avocado here, but it's really nice. Texture wise, it's not too bad. Taste is fantastic. It's not too sweet. It's really, really good. So thank you for watching, guys. If you try it out, do let me know. Do tag me into avocado. I would suggest that you blend up the avocado if you don't want to see the bits of it. But if you don't mind, you can just smash it with your spoon or something. It will be as good. Bye.